Hey guys, General Tabby here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new theory I have on a small secret hidden on the Fortnite island. So stick around and we'll try and solve this one together. See you soon. So guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the shark on the Fortnite island. Now, the reason I'm not supercutting this video is because this theory I'm still working on, but as of today I've noticed a small bit of detail which has previously gone unnoticed because we just couldn't have known until today. As you may have noticed, the skin I'm using is the new Marigold skin. Now, the interesting thing about this is the fact that it was brought out today, on the 9th. So, the interesting thing about it being the 9th is there is a small part on the island, on the shark, which actually has a calendar. Now, a few people have noticed this and made notes on this. I'm yet to see a lot, and I haven't seen any videos floating around about it. I've not. I did search, but I'm not saying there isn't. But in terms of what we're going to talk about today, I've not seen anybody else mention. But I did notice a bit of chatter about a previous theory on what it could mean, the calendar that's already there. People were trying to work out the dates on the calendar to match the month it was on, and it didn't seem to match up with any from 2020 in terms of the dates which are highlighted on the calendar. But saying that, it doesn't make sense if you put it on last year's calendar and the dates don't match up for the months in this year's calendar. So what I'm going to say is I think there's two purposes for this calendar. Now, the first one we're gonna talk about. It could be a coincidence that this skin was brought out on the 9th, and that the birthday, which is highlighted on the calendar, is on the 9th. But we're gonna go there now, and I'm gonna show you it, and we're gonna talk about it. So it could be a coincidence. I fully accept that, or it could have been planned earlier. We already know that this skin was designed earlier, and we know that they've known about this skin earlier because it was designed by someone else, and the artwork was already in the game at the start of this season. So we know this. But oh, this is troublesome. The game hasn't loaded yet. I'm just not wanting to knock down that wall. It seems someone else had the same idea. Don't you come and ruin my video. I kind of feel bad. Oh, hello. Why is that shotgun not hitting? No bullets are hitting this guy. Batman's on the loose. Like... Okay. Thank you. Don't know what was going on there, but anyway, things have loaded in. Textures have loaded in now. But here we are. So, the prisoner escaped whoever was in this room, right? Look at this. On the 9th, there is the birthday, right? Seems odd that Marigold will come out on the 9th. The dates don't match up, by the way, though. So the 1st of this month, it's not on a Sunday. Then the 31st is not on a Tuesday. It's like one day out, right? So maybe there is, you know, because this is preemptive. Maybe they planned it to come out on the 9th last year. Or something to come out on the 9th. But my actual theory on the calendar isn't to do with this skin. It is to do with Midas, though. And it's actually to do with something to do with not only the island, but also the theory about why Midas knows so much about what's going on. And there is one thing which is, to me, really obvious. The island, we already know it doesn't change, right? Okay, we accept the island doesn't change. As in, if it updates and changes, it doesn't revert back. It doesn't change back to what it once was. The island is free to evolve, right? We accept this. So we know that there is a time loop, and that on the time loop the island resets. It doesn't reset though. The people on the island reset, not the island itself, because that's why we have an area like this, because it wasn't always here, and we know this. So what I'm proposing is in fact that the island changes, and that means things can be saved, things can be restored. So this calendar is proof that there is a way characters can retain knowledge. Now the theory is that this cell may have belonged to Oro, and that Midas was keeping him captive. There's also a theory that Midas is Oro, and that he has many forms, and that Midas is one of them. That would bring into question then that Marigold is another form of Midas, just like there is this spirit form, the revenge form Midas. So if we're going to accept that maybe Oro was in this cell, or Marigold, or someone was being kept by Midas, someone is able to retain the knowledge. That's why they're able to remember dates and actually jot it down. The island doesn't reset, so that means anything documented on the island is retained. Maybe only certain characters can do this. Maybe Oro or Midas can do this. But that means they can retain it. They would acknowledge that there is a reset. They would know, because once they respawn and they saw a calendar counting down, they wouldn't have any memory of doing it. They would have to be aware and accept that there's a moving forward. Even if they don't remember it, it means there are things happening, things are changing. So there is proof that there is a way a character like Midas or Marigold could work this out. This is something we have to kind of accept, that Midas may have had knowledge that the other characters didn't, and that when the loop happens, he's found a way to retain knowledge, and then he's worked out, obviously, that there is a loop, and that's what's made him make the device in the first place. So bearing all this in mind, now what we have to do is try and connect the dots, and this is where I'm going to ask for the help of you guys, because as a community I think we need to pull together, and obviously today we couldn't have actually preemptively come up with this because it was released today. I personally didn't know which day it was going to drop, but I just thought the dates were a bit too much of a coinkydink, if you ask me. So I'm going to put this video out as soon as possible because I think it's quite interesting. Whether it was intended for a different year or month, or they only knew it were going to come out on the 9th, and that's why they've done it. It begs the question who Marigold is. Is Marigold just another Midas? Is Midas not a specific one person, one being, and that's why there is many forms? Or is Marigold some clone, like a twin? But that doesn't explain why there's a scar on the same eye, or that they've both got the same powers, the same style, that they both seem to be agents. There is too many coincidences. So the fact that Oro has a scar as well also doesn't help. So I am proposing that perhaps Oro exists, Midas also exists, who, it seems Midas was keeping Oro prisoner, but then there is clearly an escape from that cell, so whoever was in it escaped. So I don't think they can all exist at the same time, but you can have Oro in the game and Midas and Marigold now. So there are many things at play here. So there is the whole Midas, Oro, Marigold line, which is a separate thing. But I do believe this is the reason there is a reset. By the way, guys, I completely don't intend to win this game. I'm literally talking and forgetting that I'm actually playing the game. So, hello. So, yeah. But don't be planning on me pulling off anything amazing during this. So, yeah, I think this is a significant day, just like this character does hold some significance. But the main point behind it is how they have used the island and the ability to retain things on the island, like knowledge, as simple as jotting down a calendar. Maybe there is a data bank somewhere, and that's how Midas did it. He does have sophisticated equipment, or he did when they had the agency. He then made the device, so it shows that they can build things over time. It's just everyone else seems to be getting wiped, but yet some characters are retaining knowledge, as we've seen from the ghosts on the island. So we know that this can happen. They can retain knowledge. But when the loop happens, they aren't necessarily... everything isn't being wiped. So this is what I'm proposing, that there is a link between Midas, Marigold, and Oro, which is significant. Whether they are the same being, like being reborn and retaining knowledge that way, or that if he's not dead in the first place, but they do have this knowledge, they have a way of retaining it. And the fact that, like I said, there is a calendar on the wall, to me shows proof that someone is able to keep track of days. If that's the case, and they're being wiped just like everyone else off the island when the loop happens, or in fact maybe they're not, maybe Aura was in that cell and every time the reset happened, he didn't get looped. Maybe that's why he knows what day it is and he can keep track of the calendar. So there's many theories going on, but today, with it being the 9th, there definitely seems to be a reason for why they have put this skin out. Maybe I'm, pulling at strings, maybe it's nothing and it is just a big coincidence. But if it's not, we need to look into why. And with the season ending soon, I think this might be a good time to try and crack this one. So, please guys, do stick around, drop in the comments your theories. If you think I'm onto something, maybe, put what you think it could be. If you think I'm onto absolutely nothing, then also put that. Because I want to know what you guys are thinking. I also know I'm going to try and get out of this situation I put myself in. Because for some reason I thought fighting someone whilst the ion guards were around was an amazing idea. Yeah, I can't type that going up, but we're gonna go this way around. Do you know, the fact that the DPI on this mouse is really high and I didn't change it is not helping. But we should be a bit better now. So yeah, I know this video's dragged on a little bit. I know it's longer than I was expecting. I know it's not super cut or anything. I just really wanted to get it out now, and I weren't going to do it on stream because I wanted this to be a very specific topic. So yeah, but yeah, please guys do stick around. I am going to be making some more Fortnite content. I know some of the content I've been doing lately takes a bit more time, like the anime intro and stuff like that. So there has been some stuff I've been doing which just takes a little bit more time in editing. And oh wow, I didn't even see a person there. But anyway, at least I can concentrate and say bye to you guys. Anyway, it's been a while since I've properly done Fortnite streams and stuff. I want to start playing it a lot more like I used to and practicing. But I really think the theory side of it is all very interesting. So please do take care, guys. See you in the next stream or the next video. But please do drop a like and subscribe. It is free and it helps me out a ton. So yeah, as always guys, please take care. I'll see you next video. Bye.